Greetings, everyone, from the Hulk Room. This is my comic book review for the comic book reviews for the month. Now, I believe YouTube has you have to stay under 10 minutes unless you're like a big deal content provider like an IGN or something. So I got a lot of books, so I'm going to try to very quickly go through them so I can get under 10 minutes. Alright, first up, Batman Ninja Turtles number 6, the final issue of the crossover. I very much enjoyed this crossover, and it's been good artwork, great story. In this issue, we even have all the Arkham inmates getting mutagen like the Turtles to become creatures. Like, you got the Penguin as an actual penguin creature, and all them fighting Batman and the Turtles and Robin and everyone. So it's been a cool storyline. I very much enjoyed it. 4 out of 5. Hopefully do more with the concept soon. Next up, Black Widow number 3. Excellent storyline so far. Mark Waid and I can't remember the name of the artist, but they've been working together for years now. They were on Daredevil, now they moved to this book, and I've been very much enjoyed everything they've done. 4 out of 5. Captain America: The Road to War. Now, with all the big MCU movies, big Marvel Cinematic Universe movies they always release a tie-in comic. That's a little prelude to the movie, which would be a perfect introduction for someone who might enjoy the movies but have never read the comic books. So you think Marvel would put a ton of effort and time to make sure that these are the highest of quality books to try to get new fans. But the exact opposite. These are always awful. Awful. They tear artwork, nonsense stories. I don't know why I keep picking up. I'm just a sucker, I guess. I just want to get so excited for these movies and like, oh, this has something to do with the movie. Maybe this is going to be the good one. But nope. Every time it lets me down. 1 out of 5. Next up, we have Captain America Steve Rogers, number 1, in the free comic book day prelude to it. If anyone who knows anything about comic books, cares all about comic books, has heard the controversy with this issue, spoilers, Captain America is now Hydra. How dare Marvel, so anti-patriotic, how dare they, they're pro-Nazis, blah, blah, blah. Get me a break. Anyone who knows anything about comic books know that this is just a sales gimmick. Just like when they kill off any character, or turn a character evil, or just like in wrestling, they always like Hulk Hogan or Steve Austin, whoever will be good one week and bad the next. It's just to get people talking, and it has definitely done that. It's all over Facebook and social media everywhere, and news and whatnot. It's a big deal. Everyone, oh, how dare Marvel, but how dare Marvel is leading people to want to read the book to see what's happening, and that's exactly what Marvel needs to try to stay relevant, because no matter how much the things that are based on these comic books, their comic books are doing so well, the movies, video games, and all that, the movies, games, TV shows, the actual comic books themselves are just a very niche market, so it's always good to have something to get the actual focus on comic books and maybe get a few more readers out there. Because unfortunately, I might be one of the last generations that really grows up on comic books. The current generation got all video games and whatnot, definitely much better value for their time and money to entertain them. So most comic book fans are in their 20s, 30s, or older, so anything to help out is always good. 4 out of 5. Next up, Civil War 2. Now, there's only been one issue of Civil War 2 so far, but somehow I have 3 issues total for Civil War 2. The free Comic Day Prelude, issue number 0, and issue number 1. You think Marvel's milking the Civil War name thanks to the movie that just came out? Nah, that's not true. Now, I love Civil War the movie. I love the Civil War comic it's based off. I like seeing superheroes fight, but the whole thing just seems so, I don't know, lazy of Marvel. It's like, okay, we've had one Civil War, then we had the Avengers versus X-Men also in the meantime, another big super battle, the movie's out, and it's focusing on humans, and humans is they've been trying to focus on these characters, and humans are kind of like mutants, but they're not. But since Marvel Studios doesn't own the X-Men mutants anymore, they're trying to make them the new mutants. So, yeah. But anyways, it's still a good story. I had to pick it up because it's the big Marvel event, so I had to stay up to date on that, even if I thought the event itself is kind of a pointless one. But so far, it's very good. I love the artwork. The same guy did the first few issues of the new Iron Man. He's a great artist. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but Bendis, Brian Michael Bendis is the writer, and he's always a good writer. And there's no big fight yet. It's just setting it up, but it seemed like it'll be pretty cool. Next up, we get into our Deadpool section. Got Deadpool number 11 and 12. 11 was the last issue of the Sabretooth battle storyline, which I very much enjoyed. 4 out of 5. And then this one was the Deadpool Future storyline they've been doing every few months, and that one hasn't been tickling my fancy nearly as much, so I'll give that 2 out of 5. Next up is Deadpool Massacre number 1. Now, there's been this character that in the Deadpool universe right now that's a Spanish Deadpool from Mexico that when he speaks, it's in Spanish. They don't have subtitles or anything. You just know it or you don't. It's just there. And they've released the first issue, a one-shot issue to introduce him that was in Spanish, completely in Spanish. And I didn't pick it up because I can't read Spanish. And now they released this as kind of a joke. It has English, but it's very poorly translated English, and which I picked up because I thought that was funny, but even though the concept was funny, it was very, very hard to read, so I kind of give up on it halfway through and just kind of thumb through it. It's like, I don't even know what this is saying. I might as well picked up the Spanish issue. So by that, it's kind of funny, so I'll give it 2 out of 5 instead of 1 out of 5. Just because it's funny, like, it's not Captain America Road to War bad. That's definitely a 1 out of 5 if I didn't score that. Next up, Deadpool Mercs for the Money. Yeah, the series is definitely the weakest of the Deadpool series, but it's got two of my favorite D-list characters, Terror Incorporated and Slapstick, so I gotta keep picking up. 2 out of 5. Next up, Spider-Man Deadpool. Number 5. Definitely, in my opinion, the best book Marvel is publishing right now. The storyline's great, the artwork is great from Ed McGuinness, the writing's great, the story, just perfect. I love it. 5 out of 5. Next up, Gwenpool, number 2. The idea of the character of Gwenpool being a normal person from our world who's a big comic book fan being thrust into the Marvel world but not having actually any skills or powers, but trying still to be a superhero. I like it a lot. That's pretty cool. So, 3 out of 5. Next up, Howard the Duck, number 7. This one's... I love this book. It's a great crossover with Daredevil, She-Hulk, old Captain America before he got his serum back, and dinosaurs on the Savage Land, and very close to... average-wise, I say Spider-Man Deadpool is definitely the best complete Marvel issue. Every issue of the 5-issue series has been amazing so far. Howard's gone back and forth a little bit, but this is an amazing book as well. I give this one 5 out of 5. Next up, Punisher, number 1, the 20th million Punisher, number 1. I guess not the actual real Punisher, number 1. This was pretty good so far, and I like the artist, Dylan something, I can't remember his name, Steve Dillon. He's done Punisher before, he did the Preacher comic book. So far, the Punisher really hasn't done too much talking, it seems like this book will more focus on other characters and reacting to Punisher, so we'll see how that goes. It's pretty cool. 3 out of 5. Finally, Scooby Apocalypse, number 1. Now, this is the... DC is doing a bunch of child cartoons, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, and turn them all grim and gritty and weird, and this is like Scooby's gonna be in some post-apocalyptic world, and it was okay. I don't know if I'll pick up the next issue. I was a big fan of Scooby as a kid, so I wanted to at least give this a try to see if it was funny or cool, but we'll see. I'll probably give it one more issue. Well, I'm about to hit the 10-minute mark, so I guess I will talk to you later. Maybe one day I'll try to review some movies again. Alright, this is Matthew, signing off.